Welcome to the Marine Channel, and today we're going to take you on a tour of the Princess Y85, and there she is in all her glory with her Williams tender on the back there. Now in terms of specification, this has got twin MAN V12 engines producing 1900 horsepower a side, so 3800 horsepower. So despite its size, this has got a maximum speed of between 31 and 33 knots. But let's step aboard, because it's not just about performance, it's about accommodation and luxury on a boat like this. So up here into the cockpit area, you can see what a sociable space this is. This particular boat's got the sort of unfolding chairs there, which extend this to about dining for 8-10 people maybe, something like that. Lovely chunky teak steps up to the flybridge. We'll go there in a minute. But for now, let's just enjoy this saloon area. So big sliding doors, no threshold here, no step up, no step down, literally one level straight into this lovely saloon area. Seating for 8-10, something like that. Over on this side we've got our sofa facing that, and just behind there, you can see it's down at the moment, but there's a high-low screen TV as well. This is a clever little feature. So over here we've got a dining table for 6. If you look down onto the ground, you can see there's actually a rail. So this table will slide, because at the moment you can see it's quite firmly up against the windows, and it will slide back out into the middle and give you a bit more space. Kind of bar area over here. Put a couple of stools in if you wanted, or another chair, but this is an open space through to the galley area. Now you can close it off, so here we've got a retractable divider that comes through, so this can become a very private area, or it can be a more social area. But we'll step round here a moment. These sliding pocket doors are a great idea, because obviously when they're out of the way, they're not taking up any space. So into the galley here. Lovely view back out, isn't it? And obviously all the things that you need. Now typically this could be a crewed boat, so you might want this to be a closed off area, and you might want the crew to move around the boat using the starboard side here. So you can see there's a door out here that gives access to the side deck, and they can move forward and aft without disturbing the people in the saloon. Big fridge here, stocked full of yummy things like chocolate, and freezer drawers down below, and the all important wine cooler with capacity for about 20 odd bottles, so that should see us through. Lots of storage obviously. A lot of these boats will have chefs on board, and obviously storage, refrigeration, all that is essential. Back out, let's go forward here, because this is the helm, which is a separate sort of closed off area. And it really does feel very business-like up here. You've got your little light here for driving at night, so you can not disturb the other people with the red light there. Just 2 helm seats there. They always look meaner in black, don't they? They always look more serious and business-like. You can see there as well, there's access out from the helm straight onto the starboard side. Big multi-function display screens here. Bow thruster, stern thruster, all that usual stuff, and all this system. And obviously you can control everything around the boat. And then you've got this nice sort of tucked away area. Somebody's got their fax machine, or printer machine rather, not a fax machine, printer machine. So this could double up as a bit of an office space, or just somewhere to get away from it all. Step back, and immediately to my left there is a day head, so just a loo and a sink, but that's very accessible by all the guests and the crew. So let's have a little look at the accommodation over here. So past this display cabinet, let's go down below. I do like a little bit of carpet, you know. Perhaps I'm old-fashioned. Very quiet down here. So let's go aft straight away. Let's get a look at the master, because it is lovely, full beam of course. A couple of chairs over there to chillax. Big screen TV over here. It really does feel very, very quiet down here. Lots and lots of storage, so we've got some hanging wardrobes there. And big, big windows, which, at the touch of a button, I can drop the blind down. It's the same both sides, obviously. Little sort of desk area, vanity area here, for all your knickknacks. And then, if we pan around the other way, I'll show you where the heads is. Nice little seating area there, actually. Okay, so into the heads. I like this marble on the floor. And you have this, yes, bidet and toilet. Pan around to the other end. You're going to get a shot of me here, sorry. Massive shower. Space there for half a rugby team, I would say. And a rainfall shower as well. So that's the owner accommodation, which is gorgeous. Very well suppressed, very quiet. All these soft furnishings are lovely. Back out now into the main kind of lobby area. That's the stairs we've just come down. And then going forward, up a couple of steps, we've got a double on this side. Very much in the style of the master. All this lovely woodwork. Again, blinds at the window. TV ahead, lots of storage. And then over on the other side, we've got a twin. Again, really good headroom in here. I think the camera is struggling with the LED light, so apologies for that. Yes, storage. And off this twin, we can access the heads here. Okay, so the double we saw a moment ago hasn't got a heads, but the twin has. There we go, back out into the hallway, and then finally going right to the bow, and now we're in our VIP guest cabin. Bed just up half a step. Good light, blinds all the way around, and then as one would expect, you've got your heads here. And if I step in, I can show you the shower. There we go, just to prove the fact. And back out. Okay, so that's the accommodation for guests and owners. 4 cabins, sleeps 8. Let's go back down here, take the staircase up, get back up into the saloon, and we'll show you the other bits, namely the flybridge and the bow. So let's go this way. They're just putting the covers on for the end of the day. Been a busy day down here. Let's pop up here. So all this under stair lighting looks really nice. And here's our flybridge. How cool is this? Really like this sort of two-tone grey with the black. Absolutely matches all this superstructure here. So big wet bar area, sink, waste paper bin, storage. I bet this is, yes, refrigeration, and more refrigeration. And you can tell it's the end of the day because the music's getting louder and the glasses are chinking more. And then you've got this great area out the back. All this glazing almost feels like you're on a sort of balcony of a kind of penthouse or something. And then you've got freestanding furniture, a couple of lounges, as well as the sun pad there. And a great place to helm. What's quite interesting is this hardtop here actually sort of finishes fairly short. Makes this feel really kind of open back here, which is nice. And then at the front you have got retractable set of panels, so that can open that right up. And then of course your second helm up here, looking down onto the bow, where I think everybody's just making their way to remove the final cushions of the day. A lovely place to be. Could spend the evening up here actually if they'd let me. So we'll go back down and have a quick look on the bow. Again, it's a sociable area, and hopefully we'll have time to finish up down on the crew cabin and engine space. Nice big wide walkways, high rails, feels very safe, moves easily. And there we are, we'll just catch it before the...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's fine. We'll catch it before the final covers go on.
Overzealous people put the covers on.
Got to keep it nice for tomorrow. There you go, that's some serious anchor gear there, isn't it? Twin anchors, lovely. Very secure. Right, let's dash down this side so that we can see we've got both sides. There is lots and lots of useful storage here. So under here, both sides, lift that up. Plenty of space for covers and lines and all those essentials that everybody's boat gets full of. There's the door into the kitchen. Do you remember, into the galley? We saw that from the inside. So that's how you can step out and move along the side of the boat without disturbing people in the saloon. It's now you feel, yes, it's an 85-foot boat, because it's taken me ages just to walk the length of it. Okay, so let's go down here, get down onto the high-low platform, and we'll open up the door for the crew cabin and also the engine room. So these are always quite heavy, and we're in. Okay, so down the steps here, and what's quite nice is you've got this mess area, so crew have got somewhere that they can make themselves a coffee. We've got a sink here. That table will obviously fold out. And there's a little TV up here on the wall. It's all very, very civilised. And then over on the port side here, we've got a couple of bunks. Nice headroom, big hanging locker. And then a heads here with your shower and so forth. And lots of storage around the place. And then on the starboard side, a couple more bunks. So there's space here for 4 crew and a little kind of mess area as well. Now we came down the steps from the bathing platform area. There is also access by these steps which take you up onto the starboard side. So you've got 2 ways in, 2 ways out. And you've got direct access then to the engine room. So this door ordinarily obviously would be closed, but we need it open to step in here. Now, as I've said many times to many people, I'm not the most technically astute person in the world, but I can admire something as nicely put together as this. So we've got our generators over there, we've got our hydraulic side power bow and stern thrusters, we've got our MAN power units. It's all very, very civilised. All our battery banks, air conditioning, jennies, the whole 9 yards. It's when you look at things like this, you know, look at the size of exhausts and pipes, and it's just a, it's just a different level. It's amazing. So good space to work in. Let's go out. Let's go back out through our crew cabin, and we'll finish up on the bathing platform. So there you go. Just in time before the show closes, we managed to get a tour of the Y85 Princess, and she's an absolute beauty. So, hope you've enjoyed the whistle stop tour. Thanks for joining us at the Marine Channel. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, but most importantly, please come back and watch some more. That's why we do it. So from all of us here, thanks very much, and we'll see you on the next video.